Now it's time for News Extra at 7:52, and brought to you by First State Bank, Scottsbluff and Gary. Here again is Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We're going to talk Legacy of the Plains Museum today with director Amanda Gibbs and also Tricia Strauch, who happens to be on the board for the Legacy of the Plains Museum. They brought some young blood in, and guess what? She had an idea.
I did. Yeah, I did.
She has lots of ideas here at the station, too, and most of them are usually pretty good, and this one was a good idea.
I think so. We decided not to do the concerts anymore. They just decided that last year would be the last year for the concert, so we had to come up with an idea. And so I decided that we should revive the Oregon Trail Wagon Train and maybe have a little concert in the back of the museum.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty popular. You've already sold out the dinner.
We have.
Tell us about that.
We have. When we initially came up with the idea, we decided to feed 250 people. A couple weeks after that, we decided to move it to 350, and we've sold 400 tickets. So the dinner is sold out.
So you're going, well, why are you having her on if you've already sold out the dinner? Well, they're going to have a concert as well.
Correct.
They're bringing some folks in from Wyoming. Tell us about these guys.
Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers Band, will be here. They'll take the stage at 8:30, and so tickets are still available for that. We're going to sell tickets up to that evening, so you can still come to the concert.
All right, Amanda, you got to be excited about this. It seems this is being received very well, isn't it?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Should be fantastic. You guys still working on the exhibits, the new exhibits at the museum also all cost a lot of money.
Yes.
So that's what the proceeds for this are going for,
yes,
right?
This is a fundraiser for the museum.
Yeah. And you usually did the concert where you brought in some maybe older country stars for the concert before. So this is to replace that, and this should pretty much raise as much money, if not maybe more, huh?
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, so it's a good idea. And I think a lot of people are kind of really anxious to see what happens with when you're trying to replicate what they used to do at the Oregon Trail Wagon Train, you're looking at a pretty high bar there, right?
Exactly, but we can't completely replicate it because there's no way we can move Chimney Rock.
Yeah, that's right. But you're going to kind of use the same grills and the same, right?
Exactly.
Some of the same equipment, so a lot of it will look kind of the same, right?
Yes, and then we're having the exact same menu for dinner, so those who got their dinner tickets are really in for a treat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun.
Oh, yeah, it should be good, too.
Should be a good time, should be good, should be just super, and like I said, you can't necessarily replicate the Chimney Rock, but pretty much the rest of it you can.
Yep, we're going to do the best we can.
All right, it looks like a good time. We'll take a break, talk more about what's going on Saturday night and what's going on at the museum right after this.
Hey, Nebraska, Dave Ramsey here. When I get asked where you should keep your money, for me it's a no-brainer. Locally owned community banks like First State Bank in Scottsbluff and Gering. They offer all the bells and whistles of the big banks, but with free checking that includes free e-statements, free online banking, and no-charge First mobile banking, free ATM transactions nationwide, and no monthly maintenance fees. First State Bank, Scottsbluff and Gering. Member FDIC.
All right, back on News Extra, we're talking about the big fundraiser Saturday night out at the Legacy of the Plains Museum, the revival of the Oregon Trail Wagon Train, and the dinner. The idea of this has been so popular. The dinner actually at 6 p.m. is sold out. They've already sold the maximum of 400 tickets, but the concert's still there. They're going to have that at 8:30 with Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers out of Wyoming. Tickets are just $20 for that. You can go to the museum and get tickets for that. Can you go online and do it? Or
we don't have that available at this time, so you got to come into the museum.
Got to come into the museum, which is good because if you come into the museum, you get to see all the wonderful things you guys have done. Kind of explain, like you have a special exhibit that's going on right now?
Yes, we do. In our rotating gallery, we have an exhibit on the history of UNL. kind of celebrating their history. And it's about how they got started and the key players that got that up and going.
That's Amanda Gibbs, director of the museum. Tricia Strauch is here, too. She's on the board of directors. And so if people haven't gone through and seen all those exhibits, they've been missing out. So they, while they're there and go into the dinner, they should maybe get there a little early and probably an hour early and go through all that, you think?
Yeah, come in before 5 and come check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty good because you have exhibits on transportation and farming and just everything.
Settlement, you name it.
Everything that's happened in the North Platte Valley, right?
Yep,
as far as farming goes.
Yep, and then we even have a little art gallery, too.
Yeah, so it's really pretty nice, and so you can catch up on that if you haven't done that before. Let me ask Trish, you provide a little bit of a younger face to the board, maybe?
Maybe.
Are you the youngest person on the board?
No, I think Brian's young. Oh, and our attorney Libby's younger than I am. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Okay,
that's
so I'm
good.
the third
So they're moving towards some and getting some ideas. And so, explain to me why you decided to be. I mean, you've volunteered for a lot of different stuff. So why this?
It's because of Leadership Scottsbluff. I was in Leadership Scottsbluff, which made me just want to really be involved in the community. And we went and toured the museum, and then I met Jody Rosiska, and then she said that there was a couple board positions open and wondered if I would be interested. And I loved the museum from leadership, so I thought I would try it.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Now this is where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, once again, it's great. You can still get to the concert if you haven't got dinner tickets. But even if you have dinner tickets and haven't got to the concert yet, just make sure you stop on by. They're just $20 a piece for Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers. They're out of Wyoming. Pretty good group, and they'll entertain you for the evening right after that wonderful dinner that you're going to get at 6 o'clock over at the Legacy of the Plains Museum. So stop on by.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, gals.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming in.
Thanks.
All right, Amanda
Saturday
Gibbs,
night,
Tricia
it's a
Strauch
Mountain
here.
West
Talk about the big fundraiser at Legacy of the Plains on Saturday night.